Hey guys, this is Dio here. Welcome back to part 3 of this Ironman playthrough. And where we left off, we were just about to assault the alien craft. But unfortunately, like the last playthrough, I remembered that there was a little something that I just needed to check first. Nothing serious, and hopefully, I think these frame rate issues are to do with fraps when I actually load up, so hopefully if I go through a little bit beforehand, they'll drop off a bit before we actually start the mission. But let's have a look at this. So actually the one thing I didn't show you was the grey market. Ah, Central. Why can't you ever shut up?
The research team may not have discovered their true value yet.
Right, now, basically this is a list of all the random crap that we have actually received during missions so far. We've got the corpses of all the sectoids we killed, and we've got the weapon fragments of all the weapons that exploded when we killed sectoids without grenades. These, basically, you never ever ever sell. The idea is that you can sell any of these components that you want to, and you can gain credits for them, which will help you build stuff, basically. Sectoid corpses aren't as valuable, so I'm actually going to sell... Oh, shut up! I'm actually going to sell 10 of them, because that'll get me 50 credits.
If we put financial gains ahead of our own research and development.
Okay, the reason I'm keeping 4 here is because we need 1 for the autopsy, and once we've done the autopsy, that will give us access to something called the aim module, which will guarantee hits, and I think it's either 2 or 3 shots from my interceptors, which will become very useful on the larger UFOs. So I keep 1 for the autopsy, which will get consumed by that, and 3 for an aim module. I don't need 14 sectoid corpses. There is absolutely 0 point to that, and there's much better places that I can be spending those credits. Weapon fragments, essential, because they are involved in so many different forms of research, building weapons. You know, the weapon upgrades are going to be one of the biggest things that we're going to be rushing for.
At the moment. The boards are clear.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, that's what I've done there. There's going to be more stuff after this UFO mission that we're going to want to sort out, because a lot of the things from the UFO we don't need at this stage, so that's going to be a big credit boost, but we'll go through that later. Let's jump back onto this crash site mission, and oh my god, the frame rate. Right, I need to do something about that later. Welcome to blurry avatars. So we've got our sniper, who is now a corporal, who got promoted last mission. So this is going to be really, really handy here, because UFO missions tend to be in a large open field. Lots of lines of sight, lots of vision, and he's a squad sight sniper. So you're going to really begin to see the benefit of having him as he is now when we actually start this mission. We've got our assault. He's not too useful, really, at this point, because there's not many things that I want to rush in and shotgun to the face, because that tends to give a lot of flanking opportunities for alien buddies. He tends to be best used for things like finishing off packs. So like, you've got 3 sectoids, you've killed 2 of them, you need the last one dead fast so you can continue moving on. Have him run and gun right into their face and shotgun to the face, and they're dead. And that works for most things. We've got the heavy. On UFO missions, as I said last time, heavies are goddamn essential. You need that heavy there because the outsider is such a threat, and we'll show you that when we actually get to it. But we're not going to let it shoot at us because it hits like a truck and it's super accurate. So the heavy's there because it has the rocket, and that rocket has the potential to one-shot the outsider with 0 problems. Right now, that's just what we need. And then a rookie, because I do not believe that we have an alternative. Let's just check that quickly. No, because she's still wounded. So we're going to bring a rookie along. In fact, we're going to clear these. I'm going to put the rookie up front, and we're going to put the heavy behind. So now we've got Mr. Rush, and we've got Mr. Expendable up front. And we've got our heavy and sniper around the back. And what we're also going to do is going to edit the loadouts of these 2. This sniper is never going to be in range to be able to use a grenade again. We never want him up close. So the grenade is getting replaced at this point with a med kit, because we don't have a support to carry that med kit. We don't have a scope for the sniper, so there's no better thing to put in that slot right now. So the sniper will carry a med kit so that if push comes to shove, he can rush into the pack and quickly heal one of our other soldiers up. And the same is going to happen with the heavy, because frankly the heavy has better methods of blowing things up than a grenade, so we're going to give the med kit to that. The two up close and personal people are going to keep grenades because they're going to be in range to use it reliably. The assault's always going to be want to be somewhere up the front, so having that, because the grenades have got quite short range, that's always useful. And he's got the grenade primarily because he shoots like shit, and he's going to need that to basically get some last hits in. We kill one sectoid, he's going to become a squaddy. That's our main concern with him right now. Get him that promotion. At the same time, you need a colour change. There we go. Alright, we're set. Let's go. Let's do this. Sky Ranger. Ho. Okay.
We have visual on the mission, sir.
You'll be heading into Japan for the next mission. It looks like the aliens went down in a sparsely populated area.
I didn't honestly know that there were any areas of Japan that were either flat or not covered in city. But hey, apparently we're in one. I'm sure there must have been somewhere. It's pretty a stupid thing to say, but hey.
We're just north of the crash site. Strike 1 is in position to engage.
Loud and clear, Big Sky.
We're flooded.
We'll monitor those readings from here.
Actually, that sounds like
Strike 1
Japan.
is authorized to assault
I shouldn't have said that. That was terrible. Right, now. UFO mission. As you can see, cover is shit. In fact, this entire map is shit. In fact, I'm probably going to be saying that about a lot of maps. I really should stop being so negative. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to assess where the edges of the map are. You can see it with these red lines here. So if we follow those, alright, we can see exactly how far the map extends in any direction. So it looks like this is going to be a main thing going forwards from our current position. But we're not near... This position isn't great because we're not near any of the other sides either. We've literally got the back of the map and that's it. I would have rather spawned near a corner because then it's a lot more focused in which direction we need to move. Anyway, also now we can see why I wanted the fog of war here, because we have no idea where the UFO is and it makes it more exciting. So, first thing to do, we need the sniper to get in cover near the back of the map on relatively elevated terrain. The terrain needs to be elevated so that we've got some decent sight along the actual ground. We don't want to have to shoot over hills because obviously we can't do that. So, I'm thinking... The thing is, I don't really want to move any of these guys to explore until our sniper is in position and ready to shoot. But I'm actually thinking in this situation, that is probably the best option we've got. It's half cover, but the assumption here is that I can keep the enemies so far away that that's not going to be a problem. Cover is not a concern for a squad side sniper if the rest of your team is doing their job and holding the enemy off. So, what we want to do is, we don't want to dash there, but we want to move in 2 stages, make sure we don't spot anything like over this hill. And then, because this is the direction we're looking in, this is the direction we're actually discovering, this actually works out. It's going to take another turn to get into our cover, but actually I'll tell you what would be a better idea is if I move part of the way already. So if I just go there, and now we're literally just going to overwatch, just in case they decide to show up. They shouldn't. We might get an idea where they are though. Nope. Great, no sound waves. Okay. Now, Sniper is going to go up here. Because we actually have 2 moves, we can hunker it down if we need to. We shouldn't need to. But if we see something as well, we might consider just running back down this cliff. Just to keep the sniper out of range, and also he's then got the shot across here. So if anything pops up on this side, we can quickly get full cover rather than the half cover of being up here, and we're a lot safer. But yeah, let's jump you up here. Nothing. That is ideal. Alright, now we hunker the sniper down, just in case, and then we just overwatch everybody else. Actually, I should be using a pistol on you. Shotguns have terrible long range, like they're very good up to about 4 to 6 tiles. You don't want to go above 6 at an absolute maximum, so we grab the pistol and we overwatch, because anything that shows up is going to be at the extremes of our sight, so there's no point having a short range weapon for that. Okay. We have aliens over there. That is good to know. So that's the natural direction we need to move in with our short range people now. The issue is, where do we have decent cover over here? So we have these rocks, we have this log, and we have this tree. And also this rock here. Those are where we're going to have to focus, because that's the direction we're going to have to take. We've also, if we decide to move far enough, got that tree there. Right. He's high enough that he can, you see now, he can see across this log and all of this terrain. And if any sectoids pop up around here, I mean, there are certain spots that he probably couldn't see, but as soon as they decide to get aggressive, he's got them covered. And because he's so far back, he's the one exception to our hunker down rule, because he's far enough back that they're not going to be able to get a clean shot on him. I'll demonstrate that when it actually comes up to it, but he's the one guy we want constantly sat on Overwatch if we're not taking shots directly. Right, now you can move to that rock. Do you see anything? No. Okay. You move to this tree. We don't want to be discovering any additional stuff. We're going to stick with our usual plan like we do on normal maps. Move slowly, move methodically. Yeah, methodically. Speak English, Daniel. And yeah, as long as we don't see it with one, we can't see it with the others, because we're not actually extending our sight range at all. And then you move here. Alright. And then overwatch everybody again. Okay. Still nothing. That's perfect. So now I want to move the assault forwards, because the assault should always be taking the front. There is no reason for anyone else apart from the rookie to be in a similar situation. Let's get you up into high cover just in case. I will have you in high cover. We don't actually want to be using... The heavy at this point is kind of useless, because all it's here for is that rocket launcher. The aim of a heavy is the worst aim of any class in the game. It's only slightly better than the rookie at this stage. So the gun that she's got is pretty much irrelevant. She can throw a free shot with bullet swarm, but apart from that, we don't care. So, overwatching. This is very slow going, but it's worth it. We don't want to be using any of this crappy cover. We want to make sure we're set up.
What was that?
And now they're on our other side. Right, now, that is the closest high cover we've got. I can check over there. And we've got nothing. But I don't think I want to commit everybody over in this direction. We have the squad sight sniper. He can control the situation. So, what we want to do now is jump across to these rocks. We see nothing additional. The rookie can come here too. So he's in the middle. Go whichever direction he's going to be needed in. And then we just overwatch everybody again. It might seem like a bad idea to keep everybody split up, because normally we don't want to spot more than one pack, but we want a fast response. That's the point of this. The sectoids are never going to spawn in packs of more than 2 or 3, and at this point we now have the firepower that they are not so much of an issue. We want to be engaging them as we've got the forwards firepower here, we've got the long range firepower without retaliation here, so we can apply a lot more pressure onto these things now with such an open map as well. So now, because this isn't moving forwards and this is actually really near the map, this is actually not a sensible move unless we want to set ourselves up for running forwards, because then we can jump down here, jump from cover to cover to cover, and make our way towards... Aha! There's the UFO. See, that's good to know. So actually that's why we were getting sound waves over this direction, because it's obviously the aliens near the UFO. So let's clear out the ones that aren't near the UFO first. Let's get a move on over in this direction because we heard sound waves here. That's full cover both directions, so that's really good. But no sight. Honestly, this always takes long because the aliens can be literally anywhere on this map, and it's a huge map. You saw the size of it. Forwards. Okay. Now because we're hearing them again, this is really bad because we've only got half cover to full cover here. The thing is, we are using a rookie, but what we can do is we can basically jump halfway forwards down here. If we spot something, we run back to this full cover. If we don't, we can try hopping forwards to this half cover. And that would seem like a sensible plan. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bring the assault as well up here, because then we can start jumping forwards. Or would it be better to go there? I'm going to be breaking my own rules of never ever dash, but you know what? That's probably the better place to go. Let's move this way. Because we're not discovering anything significant there, so that was a worthwhile risk. I think that's not really pushing our sight forwards much either, so let's go here. Right, and now cover that with an overwatch. She can keep exploring. Actually, no, I don't quite want that just yet. I probably shouldn't have hunkered that down. That was a mistake. I should have overwatched, but didn't make a difference there. Right, jump him forwards to this log. We see nothing, but I don't want to push further because we're already on the lip of that UFO. You can go to the... I don't want you to move to the heavy cover yet because he's in half. So we're gonna... I keep hunkering people down. I mean, it's not like it's actually crippling me, but it's just the wrong move. I shouldn't be doing that. It's just an automatic reflex. Oh god, I hear aliens. Do not put your head up. Right. Hello, UFO. Let's bring you up a little bit. This is dangerous. This is very, very dangerous because we're going to come up here, we're going to see God knows what, because we've got no sight here now. So the aliens are either on this plateau or probably just behind it here. So we're going to have to peek our head out, see if we can spot anything, and then retreat back to this cover and hope that they can't kill me. Naturally, we do this with the rookie anyway because he's Mr. Expendable. But yeah, Overwatch. I do apologise profusely for the fact that this is incredibly tedious and I can't imagine this is fun to watch, but... Right. That... That is possibly very bad news. If that was the sound of sectoids inside the UFO, that means that the outsider has company, and that's the last thing we want. We want the outsider to be alone, isolated, and quick to nuke down. Let's take a quick peek up here, shall we? Nothing, but what we can do, because there's nothing in sight, we can just overwatch while he's in the open, and that's not actually going to harm us. Okay, let's keep overwatching everybody. And as you can see, we're slowly but surely revealing more of the map.
I think I heard something.
And I think I know the map we're on now. Yeah, that rock formation's familiar. It's amazing that I can recognise an entire map just by these 3 flipping rocks. Because all of that is where the crash was. So you've got a huge trail of debris going that way. But this is what happens when you hear the you follow the sectoids, because they obviously move around all over the place, but it sends you to parts of the map that you've never been before. Now, if I pop my head up here, yeah, I don't think I can see that far, so that's okay. The danger is seeing inside the UFO because there's an outsider in there, and he's going to give relentless chase to my rookie. The only thing I can do then is start to bring this heavy up. In fact, I might do that anyway. So I stopped hearing sounds from this direction. So she can start moving up. He can jump behind this cover and take a shallow look. Okay, still nothing. I have a feeling they're inside here. If you can see, luckily we're high enough that our actual line of sight is cut off by the roof here. If we could see far enough in, we'd spot the outsider, which doesn't actually spawn until it's viewed. I'll tell you what else we can do though. This sniper is going to do absolutely no good back here anymore. So, since we haven't spotted anything, we can actually start running him up. He's in 0 danger. He's got people protecting all of his sides. We'll just overwatch everybody else. No sound there. Right, let's get the sniper again. Let's run him up a bit further. I want to sit him behind this tree or one of these rocks. But yeah, eventually I want him back probably here, because then he can see everything and he's on the highest terrain he's going to need. But for now, let's just get him up closer. Up this way. I swear, eventually I'll fight something, okay? Promise you that. That way.
There's something out there.
That's not ideal, but hey. You know what? I don't want the sniper too far forwards now because I've heard that. Okay. But we can jump to here. So that's full cover. We can still see mostly over here. But now we can hunker down. Let's overwatch everybody again. The assault hasn't spotted a damn thing from this angle. He's completely useless there. So let's bring him across. And overwatch here. Right, and now we begin swinging the rookie round. Jump onto that rock. Hello. Right, now they are coming around to flank me.
Quiet. Do you hear something?
And they will flank that rookie next turn if he stays where he is. But for now, we're going to look at the others that we've got. We'll come back to the rookie in a second. Can't actually move too far here. What we can do though is we can pop around this corner. And now we can just overwatch in that position. Heavy can start swinging around this formation. They're not going to see from there. Unless there's another pack over here, which I don't think there is anymore. We should be fine. And we're not extending our view in this direction. Okay, now, assault. Sorry, rookie. I think I actually want to bring the sniper up here, because he can't be flanked this way. He can only be flanked this way. And if something does come round here, then I can literally just swivel him around the tree, and he's fine. That might have been a better option, but too late now. I can just jump him there next turn and hunker him down if it comes to it. The rookie can jump up here, and he can see something. But at least he's in cover now, so that's fine. Sniper hunkers down. So he's completely safe. The sectoids are in a really awkward spot. He's going to take a shot. That's not good. That's part of our cover gone. I didn't want that rock to get destroyed. Sectoid in the open. Oh, he's closing. He's closing hard. Right, now I think they've actually just given us a really nice present, because we can jump down here. There is another pack of sectoids around somewhere, but frankly, as I keep saying repeatedly, and I should probably stop because you're probably sick of it, he can die and we don't care. So we can actually move him right next to this sectoid because it's within range.
Our readings can't be right. If they were,
That's the outsider.
a being of almost
That was
pure
actually
energy.
not great, but the good news is, guess who he's going to shoot? That's fine. Let's kill this guy.
X-ray neutralized.
Promoted, sod that. Right, okay, now you pop up here. You're not in range of that outsider. The outsider's got a better concern. We can take this shot. Dead. Perfect. That's beautiful. Now, again, outsider, while it's distracted, we want to start moving up. That's full cover. That's enough to completely get this guy to not care. He'll take the sniper out there, but I can just literally jump around the tree and then hunker down from this position. And the outsider will run forwards and he'll shoot my rookie. Or he won't do anything of the sort because he's a twit and he just passes up free kills. Sometimes I don't understand this computer at all. What we can do is we can jump up here. Now the issue is that outsider could well be overwatching, and I don't like that idea. The good thing is that his support is dead, which gives us a lot more freedom. But what we're going to do, jump up here. Good. He dies, but that's fine. I'd rather he died than the heavy. And he was dead where he was anyway. I don't want to jump into that at all. In fact, what I really want to do is I want to bring the sniper back here, where we've got no danger of overwatch whatsoever. I want to send the assault into... Actually no, the heavy is perfect up here. Actually no, because she's actually moved. So, the assault jumps up here. That's right. There we go. Because he can hunker down and he's the only one within sight. We then get the heavy to jump back down here, so that she can't be seen from her position. This whole exercise is going to be about getting the heavy somewhere she can shoot. We don't want to send her into full cover here because that still has 50% chance to hit us in full cover, stupid as that might sound. And if there's two people in this group I care about, it's that heavy and that sniper. So now we want to hunker him down. I hunker him down. I actually made a mistake there, but fine. Moving a bit too fast for my own good. Here it comes. Alright. We'll see it when we stop hunkering.
Incoming over here.
That, I'm not sure how... Yeah, that's still full cover. Okay, now. Here's where I wonder whether we should take a ballsy move or not, because this can technically... If I switch to this shotgun, does up to 5 damage. That's the thing, it's going to be at the absolute maximum threshold, assuming that this thing doesn't crit. And we're going to be firing around the log. But I have a feeling there's more sectoids in there. I don't like that entirely. I could run in there, run and gun, and overwatch it. That's always a possibility. But I think I just want to move forwards a bit. To there. And now I can bring the heavy up to the elevated ground. No, that is too bad a shot. Right, okay. We can hunker her down here. We can hunker him down here. Keep the sniper back. He's irrelevant here now. Alright. And now he is moving around. He has no shot. But now we know exactly where the outsider is, and that's perfect. He thinks he's safe. He is not safe from a rocket. And then if the rocket misses, we'll jump the assault down. Right, so we need to catch that and not catch that. So let's make sure we don't get those rocks. That's perfectly within blast radius. Fire it there. Do not miss. Do not miss. Done. That's how you handle an outsider. Lure it out and kill it. Now we can bring the sniper up because we've got nothing in view. Okay, and now we can just switch back to the pistol and Overwatch. Our assault is someone that I need to be careful with because I might need to move this sniper out of the way so the assault can jump back into full cover in a hurry, but we're going to jump him down here. I know we've got a ramp there, that's fine. And there's nothing in view. There's going to be at least one more pack of sectoids. I think there's only going to be one more because it's only a small UFO. But I think the next stage is to actually check inside the UFO itself. Make sure there's nothing there. And we can overwatch with him and reload her. Where's the noise? Up front. Okay. At least we spotted that now. Right. Now what we need to do, that's full cover. That's the only full cover in the area. And we can see straight past here, so let's do this.
To withstand an impact like
Good
that
call.
at such a velocity, the materials used in that vessel's hull must be at least an order of magnitude.
Right,
beyond
now
any
we have the
element
sniper.
we know of.
Now have a look at this, right? Oh look, that's pretty cool. It zooms in. I didn't even know that happened until now. So it's only a 58% chance, but this little yellow marker over the head means that it's basically a squad sight ability. This unit is not within standard line of sight. Like, it's not within the usual distance that you'd need to shoot someone, which means they can't return fire to the sniper. They are not close enough. So he can shoot with impunity at this point. As long as I keep somebody else closer in and more valuable to shoot at, they're not going to come for him. So 4 health, up to 5 damage, which means it's going to do 3 to 5, which means I've got a 66% chance on hit of it killing. It's low, but it's a free shot, so I'm going to take it, and it's a kill. There we go. Now he's getting closer, but he's not close enough, so we're going to hunker him down. And we are going to bring Little Miss Heavy up and hunker her down so that she can move a bit closer next turn. There goes my cover, but I've got more here, so that's fine. Alright, now it's still there. I could technically... No, that's not quite a flank yet, so I need to move close enough, but not too close. That is going to be heavy cover, I do believe, inside that door. Well, we can always check, and if it doesn't work out, then we can jump back here where it can't see us. We've got full view of the UFO. We know there's no threats in here now. So let's move to this square. Okay, I believe it is now in full cover. Yes. This guy can't move far enough in 6 squares to get full flank on, so he's completely safe. we can take the shot with the sniper before we actually hunker down so that we can still see it. 38%, it's not a good shot, but again, it's free. Take it. That was very nice. 3 damage, I'll take 3 damage. Now, heavy. Can't go anywhere useful, but still out of sight. So if we jump down here, at least if the sectoid makes a mad dash towards us, we're still in full cover, but he shouldn't reach. And now let's hunker him down again. Your move, sectoid. What are you going to do?
Got a lot of heat on me.
Yeah. Right, now we can initiate a flank. So this is where the heavy's ability comes in. We switch to our shotgun, and we've got this ability on 2 called run and gun, which means that I can dash to full distance and I can still shoot. It's, as I said, a finishing move generally at this level, because you don't want to be dashing into a full group of sectoids, but when there's one alone like this, and you can safely make the maneuver and you can get right in its face, that's going to be a 100% chance to kill. So there is absolutely no risk to doing this unless there was like another pack out here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually run him around here. Rather than take this corner shot, I'm actually going to stand him just literally next door. There's no overwatch, there's no risk, and we get the kill.
He's down.
Chalk up another one.
And there's the mission. We lost the rookie, but rookies are literally 15 credits to replace. We don't care. So that, as far as I'm concerned, is perfect. We got some experience on all the soldiers that matter, and we can continue. Okay, so we haven't actually got any promotions yet, but they're all going to be closer to 1, so that's fine. Mr. Reed, Godspeed, son. You'll be missed for all of the 1 alien that you killed. Well, that's that. Okay, we've got a nav computer as research. Again, we do not yet care about this. We cannot feasibly do anything with any of these special bits that we got from the UFO, but the less damage shit, the better, because it'll sell for more. We've got more sectoid corpses and some more of these things that we can't sell yet. So let's have a look back at the facilities again. Still got 4 days on excavation. The thing with the reason that I didn't want to dig down to the steam vent, I can actually explain this now because I didn't necessarily explain how this works. The deeper you excavate, the more it costs to excavate each square. So you got 10 credits for the top ones, 20 for those, 30 for those, and 40 for those. So the further down you go, the only thing that remains consistent is making access lifts. They're 50 credits regardless of how deep you go. So to get to a steam vent on the lowest level, that's going to cost us 150, 230 credits just to get to the vent. Not worth it. So I excavate this. I might actually just make an access lift there, because what I can do now is I can make a block of power stations, power generators, because when you actually put 2 power generators next to each other, it's +2 power. So for that block, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 joins. So we'll get a bonus 8 power for free from that, which is good. If we're not going to save the space with a thermal generator, we might as well get as much extra out of that as we can. Alright, now grey market. At this point, we still can't make any AIM modules. We're not going to be able to make them for a good long while, so we may as well just sell these corpses. They have no value. Okay, now we've got 2 more things that we never ever ever sell. Alien alloys and Illyrium. At some point, all of these crafting materials are going to run out, because that's just how it works. When you're going on laser weapons, generally it's going to be your alien alloys that will run out. Like in that first stage, alien alloys are always at a premium. And then later in the game, you're going to be short of weapon fragments, and then you're going to be short of Illyrium. In that order. but you need to make sure that you never sell any of these unless it's like one to try and get yourself a couple more credits.
Some nut calling himself Commander Straker has been all over the news ranting about shadow operatives.
Oh god. Right, that is going to be the Slingshot DLC that he's talking about. I've never actually done that before. That's something I got new before this playthrough, so that's actually going to be fun to explore with you guys. Now, UFO flight computers, that is a research material, and that is generally for stealth satellites, and it's a step towards the Firestorm, which is a stronger interceptor. Something that we'll eventually need to get, but right now it's so far in the distance we can just sell these, and these are damaged anyway. They have absolutely zero benefit, so we complete that. That's back up to 150 credits. Now, much as I'd love to do something from here, I really can't afford to yet. I need to get those power stations in, I need to get this level excavated, and I need to get a second satellite uplink. Those are all priority. We could also make an alien containment. In fact, that might actually be a good idea at this point, because that's only 5 power. And we've got to make a power station anyway. Yeah, go on, let's do that. Alien containment there. We're down to 65 credits. That should be enough for our first power generator. So we'll hold off excavating there until we've made that. And that will give us enough power to make a satellite uplink, which we're going to need next month. Okay, now back to here. Barracks. We could replace the soldier, but we're not going to. But yeah, it's only 15 credits there. We can do that later without too many troubles. View soldiers. 11 days till we get our support back, but we can live with that. Now, let's scan. Let's get some time going. 3.
Excavation complete. Access lift operational.
Alright, now that we're here, we will build that power generator because we need it. Let's get that going. Okay, and that's literally the last action we can make now. Okay. Alien containment is done.
Alien containment facility online.
So the next thing we want to focus on this month, because we're not going to get that second satellite uplink this month, I don't think, unless we're very, very lucky. And that'll just be considered a head start. The next thing we want to look at is getting some arc throwers, which are basically short-range weapons you equip your soldiers with that can stun and capture aliens. The benefits of this being twofold. Number one, it allows you to interrogate aliens, which is why we just made that containment facility. Interrogate them and we get more research benefits. Number two, the weapon the alien was carrying when you capture it doesn't disintegrate like if you kill it. So you can actually bring back their plasma pistols, their plasma rifles, and that just creates a stockpile for later in the game, so that you end up saving a ton of money. Because obviously normally building those plasma weapons yourself costs a fortune. Having a stockpile ready, dead handy. Now we'll just continue scanning. That is going to have unlocked the scope for us. Okay, yes, there we go. And now, see, this is one of the things that we need to prioritize getting, but at the moment it's just too long. That's where capturing a sectoid and interrogating it will actually give us beam weapon research credit, which will mean that we can construct this twice as fast. So that'll be a 12-day thing, which is then decent. Next, we are going to do... Yeah, I'm going to get the arc thrower done, because none of these are too important yet. Let's do this arc thrower.
I expected that would be a priority research.
Shut up, woman, I don't care. Right, continue looking. Power generator's done. Can't do anything with that yet, but it's good to know that it's out of the way. And keep going. And we got our support back. Bad news is we have another alien abduction. In fact, this is very bad news, because this probably means another 2 countries are going to go critical.
Commander, we're tracking several reported abductions via the hologlobe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
Now, this is going to be a matter of triaging which countries we can afford to lose and which ones we can't. Russia is the obvious choice regardless, because engineers. Normally you would look at which one has the most panic and you would do that, but considering that all of these will go critical regardless, it makes 0 difference, because whether you gain 2 panic or 3, you're going to be at 5 at the end. The great news, and this is jump for joy levels of great, is the fact that none of these are in South America. So South America is going to stay in exactly the same threat level that we've had it for all games so far. So yeah, Russia. And I'm actually kind of glad that it's Russia as well, because Russia is the 2nd highest earning country in the game. India would otherwise be great, but the thing with India is it's part of our main continent, and that's another key issue. If you lose any countries from your main continent, you do not lose the continent bonus. It's not like any other continent. So even if we're down to just Japan, we can still get this continent bonus, which is the Officer Training School and Foundry projects. So we go to Russia, and that's going to be next video. So hopefully we can bump our engineers up and we can actually be ready to make our 2nd satellite uplink at that point. But you see, at this point, you couldn't do it this month. A satellite uplink takes 14 days to construct, and we've only got 11 days until the month ends. So yeah, as I predicted, you know, the first month you're not going to get more than 1 satellite regardless of how hard you try. It's just not doable. So yeah, Russia next time. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you comment and let me know what you think on, well, the playthrough, on any kind of things that I need to clarify, anything that I can improve, and